Denise has been away this week, so I've been here on my own. The digger's come back. The owner of the digger had to do a job with it, so it's been away for a couple of days, but he's very kindly stuck it back in the shuppen. Let's just pop the door open. Okay, what we've been doing. We are having to underpin at the back of the property here. The floor level, the new floor level is going to be the same as that concrete there, but that is where the base of the stone wall for the shuppen was. So we're just having to underpin it a little bit. So here's my first effort at underpinning. Concrete's gone off. This was a little thing from our neighbour, which was really cool, because we're going to have to pour it in two pieces. I'm going to have to pour a bit more in the back there, and you'll never get the second pour to bond properly. There'll always be water ingress there to stop that coming in onto the floor of the new floor here. You put this sheet of metal in vertically. Any water that collects here or drips down will hit the concrete here, flow towards the back and down underneath the property, which is cool. So that's the underpinning here. I'm going to take the shuttering away in a minute and dig out that piece in the corner there and underpin that piece in the middle and underpin that, and that piece there, and another big piece down the front. There's very little weight on the piece at the front because the floor level runs from about there on a long slow angle down there. So, but as you see, it's really dry, this wall. Moisture in the floor, but the wall's as dry as it comes. You know, there's no moisture in this at all. And while I've been waiting for the concrete to harden and finish, I've been finishing off the shuttering in the garden. So the final top layer's all done right the way around there, and we'll level out the grass from there, from the garden, from just the other side of the water butt. The water butt will come out, go somewhere else for a few weeks, and then we'll bring all that down here, and that should give us a perfectly level garden from just by that back tree, which is a plum tree, all the way down here. So that'd be cool. And just I've got some old waterproof sheeting, and just tacked it on quickly, help keep the moisture off the wood. You know, it was lying around. I'll use up what I can and save throwing it in the bin. I've got some more for there, so good to go. Keep the moisture, the moisture out of the wood, and instead of lasting 15 to 20 years, maybe it'll do 20 to 30 years, and they can use it for me coffin. That'll be it. So I've taken the shuttering off now, and I'm very happy with that. There's the metal sheet that you couldn't really see particularly well before. The water, if water comes in, it'll come down the wall here, drop behind here, and then out the back, and it won't make any ingress into the house here. So when it came to calculating how much cement I needed, I worked it out really quite accurately, and that should be 1/4 of a cubic metre. So we went down to the local guy who mixes the concrete, and generosity got the better of him, because I think I got nearer 1/2 cubic metre, which meant that I was able to fill a big hole up there, which we'll take the shuttering off in a minute, but that left us with about 0.175 cubic metres to get rid of, and I hadn't got anywhere for it. So I had to spread it thinly on the floor here. I'll have to break it up now it's dry and cart it away. So unfortunately, the generosity of the gentleman selling the concrete has bit us in the bottom. Denise is due home any minute. I have to go and fetch her from the station nearby, and I did promise to get all the content for this video for this week finished by then. So here's just a finish off from the little bits and pieces we've done earlier on in the week. Unfortunately, last couple of days winter's reappeared here. It is snowing outside, and -3, -4 overnight, and pretty cold during the day. So garden work's been out of the question, and working in the it's sheltered but unheated shop in here, digger behind me, very useful. Pot lent to us by a neighbour. We'll have to probably pay him in 2 or 3 cases of beer, but that's fairly normal. So that's it for this week, and if you'd like to like and subscribe, please do. There's a button somewhere, I don't know where, but it'll certainly help my first ever attempt at making videos. It'll impress the editor-in-chief. So thanks very much. We'll maybe speak again. Bye-bye.